basically focus on, the individual needs of individual people who experience disabilities. Basically, how our organization works is somebody comes in and or they call on the phone and we do an intake and find out what their personal needs are. And they're assigned an IL specialist, and then we begin to set goals, and those goals are time bound. And those goals come with consumer responsibilities as well as our responsibilities. And we just get it moving, and accommodate them to the best of our ability.
We serve people with disabilities. Typically start working with individuals anywhere from high school on to a senior. It looks different for each person. We have worked with people that have autism, mobility struggles, brain,
TBIs, hearing impairments, deafness, any type of disability. And the wonderful thing about us is that it doesn't necessarily have to be documented. Just the individual has to identify as a person with a disability. Accessible housing. That's one of the things that a lot of people come in for. And unfortunately, very few of them are we able to get them at a place where they have completed their goal, which would be to be in stable housing.
My wish is that there wasn't so much like red tape, if you will, in terms of like disability benefits. So like SSDI and SSI, the years that individuals have to wait to receive benefits or be, so a lot of times denied and then have to go through the appeal process. And it just is emotional, and they're kind of locked in poverty. And so I would like to see some changes on that level. They're different, and until it's like their own family member or themselves, and then they realize that we're all actually all the same. And like you said, at any given moment, you could be faced with a disability as you age, but it can also be through accidents and things like that, that you're one, possible day away from being within the disability community. And so if services, housing, people, communities, agencies could all wrap ourselves around with how can we make it more inclusive and accessible for all individuals that have some that identify with a disability. How can we include them?
I believe that the separateness that people believe that the disability community is not part of them, part of society, part of the human race, their brothers and sisters. I think there's a big misconception in regard to that. And I think that people lack most personal connection with people with disabilities. The wonderful thing about our job is we meet a couple people a day sometimes, so that adds up over the course of a week. And ultimately, we know that those are all individual human beings with individual personalities, individual thoughts, individual desires, just like the non-disabled, The only thing is that there's a physical or mental experience that's hindering them from being as productive as they can possibly be.
Take advantage of your Center for Independent Living in your area and to contact them. And we do really wrap around our services around individuals, and it may look different for each person, but we're here, and in most cases, our consumers are when they find out about us through referral or just find out on their own, it's like a weight has been lifted off of their shoulders because they have someone that they can talk about their experiences and have someone peer to peer that can, identify, listen, and try to cultivate programming around what their needs are. So I would say reach out to your local Center for Independent Living. What about you, Darren?
I would definitely say, to kind of piggyback on what I said before, is, if you encounter a person with a disability, give it the opportunity, get to know them, listen to what they have to say, share with them what you have to say. And, I think that you'll realize that we're all just individual people trying to navigate this life with what we have and what some of us don't have.